Hi, this is Tanya from Love It Tarot, back with the monthly reading for Leo for August 2018. How are you doing, Leo? Right, okay, I'm going to get straight into some things I have to say beforehand. Sorry, these are live again. It's the only way I can get them up quick enough so that you have them for August, okay? So after next month, hopefully they will all be pre-recorded again. And there's a lot of changes next month as well. There's a new website coming, there's a rebranding, there's things being added, things being taken away as well. I am going to do a video probably this week asking for your opinions as well on things, but I'm not going to take this into your reading, so don't worry about that. This reading is going to be for your sun, moon, and rising as well, okay? People keep asking that, and it is for all of them. But yeah, so if anybody does want a reading with me, I am going to be taking a little bit of a break in August, not the full August, so I am available for readings. But it's going to be your last chance to get video readings. They are stopping for the time being. 45-minute readings are going to be obsolete as well. I'm not going to be doing them. So what I've done, there is an offer on at the moment where you get 15% discount of any reading you want, okay? I was given 10%, and then there was a mistake with Mercury retrograde, so I've added another 5%. So like I say, it's a great time to take advantage of it. The link is below. If you click on that link, and if you use the word eclipse, all capital letters, where it says redeem code, and that will take your discount off for you, okay? So it will do it all for you. It's all set up to do that. But like I say, if spaces are limited and availability is limited this month, so if you would like a reading, then it's best to click that link now, and then you know that you're guaranteed it, okay? So that's it, business out of the way. I hate that side of things. Now we can get down to the fun part. So right, Leo, I'm just going to say hi, Robin, hi, Julie, hi, Leo's son. I'm just going to go with what I'm picking up psychically when I tuned into you first. So I'll go with that, and then we'll start on your reading, if that's okay. Right. So what I'm getting psychically, I really feel you're in, I want to say, in the in-between, Leo, okay? This is it. Because I feel there's some big changes. I mean, this has been coming in for a lot of the zodiac signs. Like I say, we had that amazing full moon on Friday. I don't know if anybody's seen that. I was at the beach doing a ceremony and things like that for it. It was fantastic. We were, swimming in midnight and everything like that. It was absolutely amazing, but the energy was intense, and it's quite abrupt and brutal as well. This is what eclipses do. They take things away, but they give things back to us. And this is where I feel that you are at the moment, okay? You're in the in-between. This is what they're saying. And it's almost like I feel you're just closing the last page of your old book, okay? But the other one is there ready to be written. So there's some tying up loose ends. There's some doing something that you should have done a long time ago, or that you put off doing a long time ago, and it's almost like I'm seeing you reflecting back to the past, okay, and then looking towards the future. So it's almost like I feel you need to, they're sort of showing me there with the past. It's like you're putting a lock on that door, and you're locking that door. So it's like, right, the past is gone now. That is no longer going to govern you. It's no longer going to keep you trapped. It's no longer going to keep you in fear or anything like that. I don't know why they're saying fear, but that's what they're coming out with. The future is going to be a lot brighter for you, okay? But it's almost like I feel what you need, what they're saying here is what you need to see here is that, yes, something might not have turned out how you had envisioned it, okay? But that doesn't mean that you have lost anything on the way. I mean, I have people coming to me, and they'll say things, a lot of times people have relationship questions, or, they're going through a breakup, and they come for the answers. And a lot of times people will go, oh, well, my relationship failed. And I'd say, well, how long did it last? And they can say something like 25 years. you know, and I'm like, and you say that that's failed? You know, some relationships don't even last a fortnight. So what they're saying here, I think, sorry, there's a plane going overhead there. Sorry, I'll wait until that goes. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it massively, and it's clogging my hearing there, my internal hearing. So it's almost like you need to look at something, and yes, it might not have turned out how you wanted it to, but it turned out how it was meant to be, okay? So don't grieve it, don't mourn it, you know, celebrate what it was, but know that everything has a shelf life, because I feel this is very cyclically. That's not a word, is it? That's what they're giving me there. Cycler. No, it's almost like it's in a cycle. I don't know what word they're giving me there. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, so it's almost like if we imagine the trees in autumn here and they let them leaves fall, because them leaves have changed. They are no longer green. They are no longer lush like what they used to be. They've started to wizen a bit. They've started to go brown. They've started to lose their color, okay? So this is when a tree needs to shed its leaves. And this is what I feel is the metaphor that they're given for you, is it's look at something that you may be trying to hang on to, and it's changed. It's not the same as it was. It's never going to be the same as it was. So it's almost like let it go and make room for that new growth, them new shoots that are going to come once this cycle sort of kicks in. You know, I mean, we have that, don't we? We have decay, you know, then we have death, then we have regeneration. And this is, you know, this is the life cycle. And this is where I feel you are. It's almost like you're starting a new cycle of your life and you're putting the old one behind you. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to some of you. Cyclic. Right, okay, sounds cyclic. Yeah, is that what they were saying? Because they were showing me with a C and I couldn't get it there. So sorry. I think I've got a bit spiritual dyslexia there or something. So yeah, so this is it. So don't try and romanticize what could have been or something like that. So this is what I feel the focus is on. Don't try and romanticize how you think you wanted something to go when it hasn't gone like that, and then you feel that you've lost out, but you haven't. You've just lost out because your projections were different to how the universe wanted to guide you, if that makes sense. So that is what I'm picking up psychically, but it's almost like stay rooted with this. They're saying, stay rooted, be like a tree, you know. Yeah, be like a tree. They were talking about the leaves, weren't they? Yeah, be like a tree, stay rooted, you know, but sort of, you know, reach out and branch out as well. This is what I feel you need to do, Leo. So that is what I was picking up psychically, intuitive perceptions there. I wasn't psychically, psychically and psychically. Right, okay, they're really getting me confused here. Apologies for that. I haven't even had a drink today. You know, I think I'm going to have myself on later. I haven't had one for a while, actually. So, right, okay, I'm going to get straight into your tarot and see what is there, okay? So the first thing we're getting is a new beginning for you. A new beginning, okay? It's fantastic. Been quite a lot of the readings I've done this month have been about this for August. But this is saying that there is this new beginning. It's almost like it's showing itself to you, and it's being given as a gift to you. Okay, this is what it's saying. It's you're being gifted. Nothing is being taken away from you. However, there is emotional connections to whatever you are having to leave behind, which are still quite raw wounds, they're showing me, okay? And it's almost like you're doing for other people. You're thinking about other people in this rather than what's best for you. Now, if you think about what's best for you and you are in a happier place, then this will have a knock-on effect with people around you. So it's almost like I feel some of you are under this illusion that you are trapped and you cannot make a move, or you cannot move on, or you cannot, you know, start to write that new book. But that is just an illusion. That is not real. You know, what this is saying is this feeling of being trapped, okay, is not real. Okay, it's almost like the tower within this card. They're showing me the tower behind, the pointing the tower out behind this girl in the Eight of Swords. Okay, I'll put it there so you can see it. And she is feeling quite suffocated. She's not seeing a way forward. She's still under the illusion of being trapped, okay? But she's not. She's out of that tower now. If she just takes a big, deep breath, then binds that are binding her will fall away. And then she can pull that blindfold off and she can see that she is not trapped. She's just in the illusion that she is. It's almost remind me there of... have you ever seen it when they tie elephants to a tree when they're young? I mean, disgusting practice, but they put a short chain on them and the elephant just walks round and round and round. And then what happens is they take the chain off them and the elephant still just walks round and round and round. It doesn't cross the boundaries because in its head, it has been conditioned that that is as far as it can go, okay? And this is what I'm feeling with this. But what I'm seeing is if you take them emotions, you start to do what's best for yourself, because them emotions will heal in time, okay? Whatever is raw there, it will heal and it will become a battle scar. You know, this is it. You know, use your battle scars like medals that you got through something. But there is a great time here, and this month I think is catalyst in it for you for healing, okay? There is hope, okay? There is hope for your future. There might not be hope for your present, okay? There might not be hope for whatever you're trying to cling on to, but there is hope for you in the future. And this is what it's saying to you. You know, you need to take that leap. You need to be vulnerable in this as well, but you need to follow your heart because the universe has been listening to whatever you have been asking it, okay? And it's almost like they're saying there, I don't know why they're hesitating. This is what they've been wishing it for. So we've given it them. And now they're kind of, you know, it's like don't look a gift horse in the mouth or something, you know, don't understand what you don't need to understand why. You just need to take this opportunity that is being presented for you. But I feel there's a stubbornness within you, okay? Because it's like, you know, a lot of Leos, you are stubborn, you are strong characters, you know, and you don't often like to be wrong. You like to be in control a lot of the times. And this is where I feel the resistance is, okay? It's almost like you're wanting to call the shots, and spirit are going, no, that's our job. You know, you just follow our lead, you know, that's what you do. And you're used to being the leader. So this is where I feel there is this tension. So it's almost, this is why they're saying you need this vulnerability. You need to soften, you need to be open, and you need to see that this is leading you to greater possibilities, you know, and a much calmer. And so I want to say that tranquilo, which is the Spanish for calm, you know, come on, calm down. Yeah, it's almost like saying, you know, they're wanting to bring balance in to you. Stop resisting it because this is what you really want as well. So they're saying it's the end of a cycle, okay? This is it. There's an end of a cycle coming. You cannot stop this ending. You know, eclipses are all about endings and everything, you know, and you cannot stop this. It doesn't matter how much you like being in control, how much you're going to put that Leo robe, it is going to happen, okay? So just surrender to it. It'll make it easier for you and everybody else involved. Because once you get in the flow here, this is what they're saying, once you start flowing, then you will see, right, okay, this looks quite exciting ahead of me. And you can start making plans and taking action. Because I feel here, there's almost like, I feel you need to share, okay? You need to share with others, like-minded people. There could be people around you who at one time you shared with, you know, and at one time you connected, you know, you had that connection, you had the same goal, you had the same vision. But because we are humans and we change and we grow and we evolve on different rates, it you know, sometimes what was very, very close can actually pull apart and both they're going in different directions and they still have different visions, but they're still trying to go along the same path and it's not working. And this is where the complication lies. So what this is saying is you need to sort of get on a path where you're going to then meet members of your soul tribe, you know, people who connect with you, people who you have things in common. A lot of times, you know, especially within relationships and friendships and whatever it is here that I feel you need to let go of, we can keep them based on nostalgia, based on what they once were, rather than what they are now. Okay. And this is where we feel let down because the other person has changed. But what we've got to realize is we have changed as well. Okay. So, and our paths have changed, and our karma, we may have, you know, sort of completed that soul contract that we wrote and had with another person. We might have learned all of the lessons. So it's, you know, don't see this as a loss. Okay, this is what happens. And this is what is happening to you. But you're resisting it. This is the problem here, Leo, okay? It's almost like there's confusion. You're battling internally with this, okay? But it is what is needed. This is necessary, okay? You need, sorry, you need to trust the process. You need to trust the universe. And you need to realize if you don't fully trust somebody, then they are not a healthy part of your life. If somebody is close to you and you cannot trust them, and there's this element of mistrust, or they cannot trust you, that is not good grounds for a relationship. And once trust is broken, it's very, very hard to get back. You know, I'm not saying never, but it is very, very hard. You know, that damage has been done there. So this is where we're at now, okay? And I almost see, it's almost like I'm seeing two people here, and they are trying their hardest to both keep control of a situation that they have no control over, okay? And it's almost like, have you ever seen the movie War of the Roses? This is what they're showing me, you know, and it's a beautiful story of how a relationship goes wrong. And I think it's Michael Douglas and somebody else, I don't know who it is, but it gets quite funny where at the end they're like kind of hating each other and they're wanting to kill each other, and it's both at the end, I think they're both nearly do it, and then that's when they realize the stupidity of it. But this is what I'm getting. It's almost like, right, we're a unit, we've got to keep on, we've got to keep on, we've got to keep on, when there's this tension around it. Now, what I'm seeing here and what is going to happen this month, I think, Kathleen Turner, yeah, that's who it was. Great film. I might actually watch that later. It was really, really funny. Reminded me of my father's. I'm sure my father's, one of his divorces went on like 9 years because neither of them would budge, you know, and it was like, come on, man, you know, what is this costing you mentally and spiritually, you know, as well, let alone financially. So yeah, this is what I think they're getting at. So like I say, there's this control thing, you know, and trying to keep something in control, right? And right, okay, we've got this, when really you haven't, you know. It's not about the Joneses, they're saying there, so it's not about keeping up with the Joneses or something. So I don't know if this is trying to portray this to the outside world, that everything is fine or what, but really look at where you're doing that, you know, be truthful, be vulnerable, be honest. This is what it's saying. But this month, I feel the burdens of this are going to get too heavy, okay? And it's almost like if you don't make the move, the universe is going to come in and do it for you. Now, when we have to wait for the universe to do this, it doesn't take any prisoners, okay? And like I say, we're in eclipse season, and often things can happen abruptly. So it's sitting waiting for you to make these changes, and you haven't made them yet, okay? So if you don't, then the rug could be pulled from under your feet here, okay? So change is coming. These changes that are necessary, this end and this new beginning, they're coming, whether you like it or not. So the best thing to do is just to try and relax, go into it, okay? Allow it, because the more you resist, the harder it's going to be, okay? So what you resist will persist. So this will get quite messy if you don't just surrender to it. And I know there is a disappointment there. This is what they're saying. There is a disappointment and looking at what could have been, okay? But see it as this is life, you know. We don't always get what we want. but Spirit always give us what we need, okay? And sometimes what you think you need is completely different to what you really need. I done a ceremony on Friday night, and it was a woman's circle, and it was a blood moon releasing ceremony. And I got people there. I spoke about the moon. I'd done what I had to do. And then I said to them, can you all write down what you want to release during this lunar eclipse? So they all wrote it down. And then I said, right, okay, we're now going to ask the tarot what you really need to release. And there was only one person in the circle who their intention of what they wanted to release matched up with what the tarot told them. And everybody else was like, God, I get it, but I didn't think I needed to release that. So it was quite informative. It was quite fun, actually. So this is it, they know better than us. We don't know better, whether you're Leo or not. Okay. So yeah, there's this disappointment, but this change is coming. Now, change is, you are not a victim of change. Change is coming because you need this change. Okay. You need it. This is what it's saying. And stop crying, stop wallowing it, stop thinking that, there is something wrong happening to you. There is something right happening to you, okay? You just need to move away. No amount of work is going to make whatever you're doing better, okay? No amount of resistance and hardness and rigidity is going to make it better. It's not going to change, okay? That is just going to cause you more problems. So it's almost like you need to cut to the core of this and cut off. This is what it's saying. Take this leap of faith, because at the moment you are teetering on it's almost like you're teetering on a tightrope, okay? And it's like, the past, the future, like this. And it is knocking you off balance. You are not in a safe space where you are, okay? There's no safety net under this this tightrope that you're walking, okay? So what you need to do is you need to jump off that tightrope and you need to jump into your future, okay, and leave your past behind. So that's what they're saying. I feel there is an air sign connected with this as well. There is, they could be being quite stubborn around this as well. There could be arguments or something like that. I'm feeling emotions blocked. There's not a flow coming in your reading, Leo. A low underlying there is. So this isn't a bad reading for you. I'm not having to go at you or anything. This isn't something to be, to be scared of. It's almost like the flow is running under you, but you are doing everything to try and stop it. It's like putting sandbags when there's a flood. They're not going to work. They're not going to work. They will stop a little bit, but they won't stop it fully. And when that dam breaks, damn, it's going to break. So this is what I'm seeing coming in for you. Okay, so it's this leap of faith. It's stepping away from your comfort zone. It's looking at your long term. Now, I know I said that I feel that there's an air sign connected to this. I feel that there could also be an earth sign around you, okay? But this earth sign is going to be instrumental in your future. If they're not already in, I feel they could come in between now and October, okay? So it's almost like you need to get these loose ends tied up because there is an earth sign coming into your life, which is going to be very instrumental, okay? And they're looking at long term. There is a happiness and a contentment coming in here. There is a security that I don't feel you felt in a while. It's what you've been waiting for, but it's there. There is a strength and there is a companionship and support there. And it's almost like you can let all of your guards down, okay? You don't have to fight anymore, Leo. You don't. Instead of being this roaring lion that is defending your territory or whatever like that, be that soft lion cub, that is cute and sweet and everybody wants to cuddle and all of that, because this is where you are going to move on. Because like I say, these changes are happening, whether you like them or not. Once they happen, and I feel as we get into September, if you take this advice, it's almost like you're going to feel free, okay? You're going to feel free. You're going to feel quite happy for where you are, quite pleased about where you are, quite pleased with what's happened. It's almost like taking this sigh of relief, this breath, feeling fresh air, feeling, not stagnant, not underlying stuff in the air, and there is a security. Some of you could be getting a new job as well. I feel there's definitely a new relationship for you. So what they're saying here is stop being stubborn. See that there are many gifts being presented to you with this. Nothing is being taken away for you that isn't for your highest good, okay? So stop this indecision. Allow the flow to come in, and that is where you will stop this struggle, and you'll be able to give your mind a break as well, okay? Because I just feel there's so much going on with you, and it's trying to hold everything together, and I just feel you're gonna crack. This is it. It might take a while. It might take about 6 months for this all to fully unravel, okay? But by this time next year, or in 6 months' time, you're going to have made that decision. You're going to be in a different place. You're going to be so pleased that you did. You're going to realize that everything that they're saying to you here was to guide you towards a life that is filled with joy, fun, happiness, and you being you, rather than restriction, defenses, having to fight your way through, having to struggle, having to prove yourself at every opportunity. It's over. It's over. That is it. This is causing you pain, and the pain is not in your... So I hope that makes sense, Leo. I always let these ones jump out. Whoa, we have 2 jumpers there. We have 2 jumpers. So what are they? Right, okay. So the first one we have is emotional breakthrough. And this is release freedom. It's safe for you to express how you feel. Let it all out. Okay, so this is what you need to do. You need to do this. And then we have patience. And this says, you are entering a time of great love and peace. Be patient, allow the current storm to clear. There will be no more wounds. There is only love predicted for your future. And this is what I'm saying. So you might feel like you're in, that's a bit like a Starry Night, isn't it? Van Gogh, but they were saying to me there, stormy night. So you might feel like you're in the middle of a shitstorm at the moment, okay? Let this settle. Storms come to clear the air, and this is what you need to do. And have patience, because as they say, only love is predicted for your future. So your future is going to be a lot better than what your past was, okay? So just let it go, go with the flow here, this is it. Go with the flow, Leo. Stop trying to, it's not up to you. It's not fair on you to think that you have to control everything neither. It's a lot of pressure you're putting on yourself. Release that pressure valve. Allow yourself to just be soft, to be flexible, and to be guided where you need to go, okay? Because I feel this is a good reading. You might disagree, but I really, really like what I'm seeing here. So I hope that makes sense to some of you as well. I've got another one to do in a second. It's so hot here, sorry. So, yeah, if that makes sense, please let me know. And if anybody does want a personal reading with me, like I say, they're only on, the offer is only on until the 3rd of August, okay? So the link is below. Click and you will just type in Eclipse in capital letters where it says redeem code, and you will be able to get 15% off any reading that you choose, okay? So, like I say, I hope that makes sense. Thank you, 6 of Fire Tarot. Awesome reading. Yes, Leo put me in a third party, which I walked away from when I found out. Right, okay. Yeah, totally resonates. Thank you. Right, okay, so it's already resonating with some of you, because we're going through crazy times at the moment, okay? But there's huge clearance going on. It's actually really exciting, although uncomfortable, okay? So just hang in there. Be soft as well. You know, this is what you need. And you're going to get that happily ever after, Leo. It is there for you, but not where you are looking for it. Okay. So have an absolutely fantastic month. Please let me extend, like I say, if anybody wants to connect with me personally, then click the link below. Or if any of you are coming to Ibiza, I do readings in person as well. And I would love to see you, you know, on this beautiful, magical, crazy, fucked up island that it is. I'm sorry for that, but that is how it is. You know, it's absolutely insane. But yeah, if you're coming, I'd love to see you. Okay. So have a fantastic month, Leo. Satnam.